Hello everyone, this is Bariqua Binks and welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The last episode we were using our fingerprinting skills. Yeah, we were finding fingerprints in the evidence room. And then we started the trial again. And we were questioning, what's his name? Mike Meekins, the police officer who they are accusing of murder, but does he seem like a murderer to you? Nah, right? Alright, so let's continue on. Alright, this is day 3, trial former. Okay, so he said this was sent to his cell. Kind of strange, I think. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. He delivered it to you personally while you're in jail. What the heck? The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. Oh, boy. This is just weird. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. Oh, boy. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? What the hell? Didn't know we'd have music and entertainment with this. This is one of those swivel head cameras. Something fell out. There's Mike. Oh, he really did attack him. Dang. Sucks because we missed so much. There he is unconscious. Wait, where did the body go? We did not see anyone leave. What the hell? Look at Edward. He's so mad. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? Judge. Oh, Edward doesn't know what that is? Okay. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Dun dun dun. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Yep. Can never be easy for us. Yes. Well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room and some sort of, activity. Oh, okay. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, I said that weird, clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! I don't know. Something in that tape might come in handy. Alright, Mystery Man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. And I already have a feeling I know what we gotta do. Alrighty then. Let's see. Okay. The person was Detective Goodman. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. Let's press first. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried, and why he was doing that.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir! And this, too!
The locker you open is unquestionably... Okay. No one else could have unlocked it. All sounds true enough, but the victim's body was found at the prosecutor's office. There has to be a mistake somewhere.
The real thing's so much more intense than in the movies. Here, you can use the player to watch it as much as you'd like.
The security video. Maybe I should take another look at the footage. Yeah, they're all dismissing it, but it might just come in handy. Question. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Let's see. Hold on. There's no fast forward for this, unfortunately. There! Hold on. We opened... Let me press first. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir! If I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock, and it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
Footage, sorry. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Looks like pressing was the right thing to do.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? Yes, there is! Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh, snap.
What? This video contains such a contradiction.
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out. Of course he would.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video.
There we go.
Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
We're all gonna feel like that eventually. Oh no, there's another game in this series that's even worse. you, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? How did this guy ever become a police officer? Good question.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman?
Okay. Almost there. And... there. Should I rewind a little bit? There. Present. Oh! Crap. Pressed the wrong thing. Sorry. Alright, I'll just read this. I didn't have my mouse on the right part. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this? Darn it.
Hold on a second, I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes.
Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again, Now what do? Play video again. Oh, okay, I'm glad it didn't take off a point for that. Very well, let's try this again. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt.
But he's the one pointing his finger.
I will now play the security tape. Please show us the contradiction you speak of.
Have to point out a problem in the video. Okay, let's do it. Yes. Sorry. Okay. I just want to get the right spot. Here. There we go. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean?
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh, yeah. Phew.
I almost walked right into the defense's trap.
I'll place him under arrest, sir. Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what do? What? I thought I was right. Oh wait, I know. I got an idea. Very well, let's try this again. Okay. I really thought I was right. Okay, I have an idea though. I think I did the wrong. This is one of those times when you notice something. Ah, that's right. Here it is. That was the proof I needed. Okay. See, the fact is that I was right, but I was wrong at the same time. So, okay, well, you'll see. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If the print matches the registered data, The light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Really? There it is. See, I jumped ahead. I presented the evidence that comes after this. I hate when I do that. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. I know. I just showed that. Come on. Yes.
Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Oh, snap, yo.
Oh! Order! Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker was unlocked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Of course it's you. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the electronic system.
Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video, which I already presented.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this.
Okay, here we go. Now we're getting to the part where I... Okay. Here. Jumping ahead, silly Banks. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Why do they put us through this? Why? we just presented it. Why? Mm-hmm.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll great distances. Okay. We can't be sure that item was in the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Yep. Oh, come on. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, you would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene...
There just might have been something that fits the description.
But, sir, by insulator you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
We already saw it, so it's not that hard to figure out. Plus, it's white. Thin rubber glove. Now, if you know your science, you know that rubber is an insulator for electricity. That's why they always say, like, electricians and all that, they have to work with rubber gloves and wear rubber boots. Or rubber soles on their boots, I should say. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident.
Ugh.
The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Ooh, poor guy, choking himself.
Order, order, order! So, are we to believe then that the victim whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a joke? I wish.
Very well. Begin your testimony.
Alright, here we go again.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
Ah, we got proof for this.
An ID card record, I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14, almost at 5:15, is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
That's actually a really, really good point there. Really good. I'm impressed, Judge. This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too. Although it doesn't make much of a difference, because your hair's so pointy. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
That's actually really interesting. Special cases involving police officers, huh? Okay. So into the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When the ID card is used, detective would use his card. Let's press first before we present what I'm gonna do. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Yep.
Maybe he just panicked?
Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for us actually. Used his card. But we know for a fact that we have the card. So... weird. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Edward knew already, so that's weird. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
A lost item report? It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Yep.
Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo!
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. It's awkward when they have that pause there. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? Phoenix, you gotta start thinking 2 steps ahead, bruh. Because I can already see the writing on the wall. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yeah, how about the blood we found on the floor? Come on now, Phoenix, think. Sorry. Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't good. Yep. Well, well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. But where did the body go? Where did the fake person go? You don't see him in the video, you know?
So,
the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Ah!
Yep, you did it again, Phoenix. I'm pretty sure you've done that other times too. Oh man, I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. You were playing chess and you just got destroyed, bruh.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered.
Yep.
Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Well, just object, bruh. But we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.
Bye!